Backed by FIFA, Playermaker dives into sports activities analytics toes first. Over the previous decade, advances in analytics have revolutionized the sports activities world, altering how coaching and competitions are managed and performed, and permitting groups distinct benefits by offering brand new methods to measure efficiency and ability. Whereas some analytics deal with figuring out the worth a participant brings or evaluating the strengths and weaknesses of play calls or different selections, till now, few have put a microscope on the flamboyant footwork employed by athletes. When you have a look at elite athletes in any sport, from the likes of Steph Curry in basketball, to nice tennis gamers, or American soccer gamers Troy Polamalu and others, all of it begins from nice footwork. Aras Morag, Chief Innovation Officer at startup Playermaker, advised the occasions of Israel just lately. The corporate, which makes a speciality of wearable sports activities efficiency trackers, is trying to capitalize on the data-driven analytics strategy that has massively reshaped main sports activities leagues just like the nationwide basketball affiliation and Main League Baseball over the previous decade, when it comes to each presentation and efficiency. Within the MLB, the StatCast monitoring system was launched into all 30 of the league's stadiums in 2015, and was rapidly applied by scouting departments and main sports activities channels like ESPN. Partnering with Google Cloud and Hawkeye Improvements North America, the expertise makes use of 12 cameras positioned round ballparks, accumulating greater than 17 petabytes value of knowledge per season. Join the tech Israel each day and by no means miss Israel's high-tech tales. By signing up, you conform to the phrases. Playermaker, which has primarily targeted on soccer analytics, however is branching out to incorporate different sports activities akin to basketball, doesn't use cameras however reasonably sensors hooked up to gamers. Whereas different sports activities information firms like Player Data and Stat Sports supply sensors hooked up to a vest, Playermaker says it's the just one to place trackers on gamers' cleats. Our benefit is that we're mounted on the supply of movement, the foot, the place every little thing begins. Footwork is the key of sports activities, Morag stated. A soccer staff with the Playermaker expertise, YouTube screenshot /. The corporate says that by harvesting information it collects from gamers' movement on the sector, particularly from their toes, they will unlock athletes' potential and methods tough to detect with the bare eye, whereas additionally serving to defend them from damage and bettering administration. By having our sensor in each toes, we are able to be taught concerning the exercise patterns, and the footwork, of enormous populations of women and men's youth players, whereas they're actively engaged in their sports activities, he stated. To crunch all the information, Playermaker developed an algorithm. Our benefit is that we're mounted on the supply of movement, the foot, the place every little thing begins. Footwork is the key of sports activities, stated Morag. Based in Tel Aviv in 2014, the corporate says that its expertise has already been utilized in over 250 elite, skilled and leisure soccer organizations, together with English soccer powerhouses Arsenal and Liverpool. In 2019, legendary Arsenal supervisor Arsene Wenger turned a significant investor within the outfit, which moved to London the identical year, altering its identify from Revolutionized Israel. Playermaker CEO Man Aharon advised Sky Information that Wenger was skeptical concerning the expertise at first, however purchased in after the corporate bussed a youth staff to the supervisor's North London yard for an indication. He recorded and monitored their session utilizing our gear then regarded on the information. He stated it was wonderful and that he needed to assist us push it ahead as an investor. Aharon stated. Final year Playermaker's CEO Man Aharon left, former Arsenal supervisor Arsene Wenger, Hart, and Yuval Odem, COO of Playermaker. Woody Rankin / with the ability to analyze participant info has given Playermaker an understanding of participant growth and damage rehabilitation, however has additionally allowed perception into in space that usually will get neglected of the analytics revolution, girls' sports activities. We've had greater than 1 billion meters of knowledge collected on feminine gamers alone. That is unparalleled. Extraordinary. You'll be able to be taught a lot about exercise patterns, Morag stated, referring to the gap traveled by the athletes sporting its sensors. On the current Maccabia video games in Israel, the so-called we've had greater than 1 billion meters of knowledge collected on feminine gamers alone. That is unparalleled. Extraordinary. You'll be able to be taught a lot about exercise patterns. Playermaker sponsored a girls' U16 soccer staff, offering it with entry to the expertise. Morag joined Playermaker in 2015 after having served as the pinnacle of Nike's athlete efficiency department, and performed a key position in growing the system to synthesize the uncooked information gathered from the sensors into one thing that may help gamers. A prolific researcher in biomechanics, he has acquired 30 patents for his work. To handle privateness points concerned in feeding participant information by way of AI, Morag fame is that gamers have the choice of selecting who to share their particular person metrics with. On its website, the corporate says it retains all info extremely confidential for all golf equipment and customers of the system, and complies with related information safety legal guidelines. Extremely confidential for all golf equipment and customers of the system, the website says. Final year, Playermaker was added to the FIFA Innovation Program, an effort by the soccer governing physique to assist develop and standardize rising applied sciences within the sport. Wenger, who stepped down from Arsenal in 2018, turned FIFA's chief of worldwide soccer growth shortly after becoming a member of Playermaker. The worth of his funding was not disclosed. The corporate has raised $50 million in 2 subsequent funding rounds, a $40 million injection in June led by Ventura Capital Group, an Emirates-based enterprise capital agency, and $10 million in 2019 from Singapore-based Fenghe Group. The corporate can be making additional inroads on the skilled pitch. In March, Harvey Elliott, a 19-year-old winger/midfielder for Liverpool with a number of championships already underneath his belt, turned a model ambassador for the corporate. Morag stated Elliott's taking part in fashion, very technical and never simply bodily, personified what Playermaker's choices might convey to the sector. We needed to attach with genuine gamers with genuine tales which can be utilizing our product, which can be up-and-coming gamers, Morag stated. We needed to attach with genuine gamers with genuine tales which can be utilizing our product, which can be up-and-coming gamers.